This here, what you're looking at is a landing page for perhaps your CFO. I even put a little picture here. So his job is to manage profitability, cash management, job costing, and the overall reporting for each department. So instead of him having to go out and maybe run different reports, or more traditionally go like knock on the office door for the information, we're collecting all of the information that he needs to do his job in one place. And you can see here, this is actually a web address. It is a SharePoint dashboard. Now, SharePoint, I think of it more like the glue that holds all the information together. So SharePoint can post information. It can pull information from your ERP systems. It can display it in a variety of formats. It can also hold non-structured information, not ERP-driven, but maybe more ad hoc. It can also hold things like his standard operating procedures, his financial statements, anything that he needs to use on a day-to-day basis. In the middle of the screen here, you're looking at what is called an interactive dashboard. Now, this one is created using Excel. You can see this is actually an Excel spreadsheet, and I'm posting it. I'm hosting it through a web app, a Microsoft web app. It means I don't need to have Excel to view it. I can view it actually remotely on my tablets. This gives me the ability to click on what are called slicers. So I got to refresh the data. I can click on slicers here on the left-hand side, and now I'm sorting, or I'm actually looking consolidated across all of my companies. But now I'm looking at perhaps what's happening in one branch or division. So what is happening in Nevada versus Ohio, and you'll see that as I begin to click, those numbers in the P&L begin to change. So I can see my revenue, my expenses, my net income, what's occurred for the past 3 periods with a simple trend line. The interactive slicer gives me the ability to basically quickly filter and analyze the profitability through different dimensions. So I could be looking at what's happening in duck silencers across the entire division, what's happening in duck silencers in just Canada, and you get the idea. So very quickly and efficiently, you can start navigating and figuring out what's happening in this interactive dashboard. If we scroll down the page, I've added different types of information, really just different ways of presenting the information from the ERP system. So you can see here, this is a weekly cash flow, something that a CFO might be interested in. I have a simple trend line, I have your credit line, and I have the opening balances and the incoming and outgoing vendor invoices and customer invoices. So it gives you an idea of what's happening in each week. So he might decide to see, oh, we have a problem over here. He can click and drill down into the detail, and it's going to show them the invoices that are you're expecting to collect or pay out. And as well, just jump back to the dashboard here. You can embed, this is a hyperlink to your favorite reports. So in this case, this is an age receivable report, and just like that, you're going to be able to get the information you need to do your job to run the business. Now, some kinds of information you don't need to go into detail, and this is an example here of what is called a key performance indicator. And it's just 5 or 10 questions that people need to know on a day-to-day basis. What's my backlog? What's my AR? What's my inventory? What did we ship last week? What did we ship last month? So without going into all of the detail, we can display these indicator symbols and set a target and then measure to that target. And it will go red, yellow, green, depending if you have a problem or okay. You'll also see the advantage of SharePoint here is that we can link in things that you might need to do occasionally, like budgeting. We might want to take a look at what's happening in the other departments. We also might be linking to our favorite our favorite reports. So some of our job costing reports or detailed transactions, just all the information that you need to run maybe every once a week. And then lastly, we have these detailed analysis cubes that will allow you to mine the data and to figure out maybe what's happening. So the idea here is you'll come onto your page, you'll look to see if you have a problem in a particular area. You might decide to play with the data a little bit to see what's going on at a higher level, check up on cash and AR, run some job cost reports, and then start digging right down into the details through these detailed analysis cubes.